like a Hellcat.
Hi everybody and welcome to a brand new series with myself, Masterless. This series is going to be dedicated to Warhammer Total War 2. This is a newly released game that came out a few days ago. I was a massive fan of the first Total War Warhammer, spent loads of hours on that. And as a kid in high school, like years ago, I did get involved in Warhammer, let some of my inner geek out. Chose to play as High Elves at the time, and yeah, just had a few battles with friends and stuff. So it's quite a nostalgic game for me. And what I'm wanting to do really to introduce you all to the game is there are 4 new races that have been introduced to this game: Skaven, Lizardmen, High Elves and Dark Elves. They each obviously come with their own campaign. There are 8 different factions that you can choose from altogether, 8 different lords for those 4 different races. And one of each of those 4 have their own story mode, if you like, where you get an introduction. So I figured what we'd do is play the first hour of each race. So I'm thinking that we're going to start with High Elves and do 1 hour of High Elves and then just move on and do an hour of each of the others, just so that you can all see the beginning of the game and what's involved, and so that it doesn't really give away any spoilers, because we won't get a chance to get that later on in game. So for those of you who like the series and you want to see all of these videos and see more of them, please subscribe to the channel. That would be very much appreciated, and I'll do my best to get some more of these out as soon as I can. Any likes or comments you drop on YouTube would be also just as appreciated, and I'll do my best to get back to any comments. And if you can look me up and follow me on Twitter as well, I'll keep you all updated there with regards to any new content as well. So if we get straight into it, let's go campaign, new campaign. We've got the Tyrion campaign here, so just to run you all through it, we've got one campaign with Tyrion and the High Elves there. We've got another with Lord Mazdamundi there, the Lizardmen. Another with Malekith of the Dark Elves, and Queek Headtaker as well of the Skaven. I would like to apologise in advance. Yeah, I'd like to apologise in advance for any mispronunciation of the names of the characters. Like, I mean, for example, in High Elves, the White Lions of... is it... I really don't want to risk it, the White Lions of Shiraz. But yeah, so little things like that. So please bear with me on that. I didn't let too much of my inner geek out, so that I learnt all of the Warhammer names off by heart. So yeah, there will be a few mistakes. Sorry, don't flame. But yeah, here we go. Let's start with Tyrion and High Elves for our first 1 hour of High Elves. So let's check out the introduction.
Who are the Asur? An enigma to men and dwarfs, who know them as High Elves. At the center of the great ocean lies Ulthuan, a paradise created by the Old Ones. But when the stellar gates collapsed, demons flooded the mortal plane. All was lost until Anarion the Defender strode forth. The first Phoenix King vanquished the demons with the aid of the Archmage Calidor Dragontamer.
I love that they take all of this lore into account.
Calidor and his elven mages who created the Great Vortex. A swirling maelstrom that siphoned the excess magic, withering demonkind. With the world purged of chaos, the elves took it upon themselves to become guardians and stewards. The twin-tailed comet is oft seen as an omen. But this time, its wake brought great peril.
This is pretty cool. I like this.
The dragon with 2 tails flies lower than before. Its trail disturbs the vortex.
I have felt a change in the winds of magic.
Then write it, brother. Lead the mages of Safari. Bring all in the White Tower to bear if you must.
Such lore is currently beyond us.
I suggest a scrying ritual in the pool of Isha. It may provide us with the answer.
Such a ritual requires fragments of fallen waystones. Far more than we have.
Then we find more. Make ready your ritual, Lawmaster Talarian. You will have your fragments.
I shall start the search in Lustria.
Lustria.
My brother will search here, in Ulthuan.
Why do you care so much about the greater world?
Why do you not?
Oh, brotherly
Stay here,
tiff.
brother. Protect Ulthuan. But I venture beyond our borders.
And while you meddle in far-flung continents, I will ensure you have a home to return to.
A little bit of a tiff there between Teclis and Tyrion. The two High Elf Lords. Okay, so again, just a heads up, if any of these loading times look like they're going to take too long, I'll skip past that and go straight into game. This one looks like it shouldn't be too bad, hopefully.
I humbly beg of your attention, Prince Tyrion. I come with blessings from the lore masters of Safarii. Though I am but a short-lived man, my advice
so,
will be of use
yeah.
in this black hour.
It's like tutorial
Dark
mode.
Elves, or Druki as they are called by your kind, have yoked the malevolent energies unleashed by
Okay,
the
so Dark
gods of
Elves,
the
clearly our
East.
natural enemy.
With them, they have found a route through the shifting isles to the southern shores of your home.
Oh yeah, we've got some Dark Elves just chilling in the middle of
I regret to
our
inform
homeland.
you that in your absence, their dreaded forces have run rampant across Ulthuan.
Oh dear.
While your capital, Lofern, remains uncompromised, several smaller cities have fallen.
Okay, so we're being invaded.
Your rapid march south has brought some welcome additional forces. The situation remains grim. See for yourself.
Yeah, so we've got Dark Elves there, here. Not good. So first we've got to move the camera to inspect these points of interest. So let's go for Tyrion here.
Your host enters the theatre of war, Prince Tyrion. Wield your forces wisely. They are your best hope for averting Lofern's destruction.
And then we've got Lothen over here.
The city port of Lofern, your capital, is the seat of the Phoenix King. A garrison defends the city.
Pretty
but it
awesome,
is gravely threatened.
awesome sized city.
Druki raiders sack the surrounding countryside, probing the city's defenses. The
Yeah.
Phoenix throne
Need to get rid of
cannot
these
be
guys.
allowed to fall. The Dark Elves must be engaged and driven from Ulthuan.
Okay. And then we need to move over to here. Tower of
Lightning
Lycian.
strikes by the enemy have gained them control of the Tower of Lycian.
Lycian?
Lord Tyrion. Its capture means they now command the Straits of Lothern at both ends. Furthermore, scouts report that the Dark Elves have struck at Angeriel and overrun the defenses.
Crikey.
Digging them out of this fortified city will not be easy, my prince. The Druki must not be left to despoil the inner kingdoms of Ulthuan.
Okay, so yeah,
The
essentially
As's history with the Druki goes back many
down with the
years.
Druki.
You are no stranger to their wicked and vicious methods of war. They must not be allowed to enter your capital.
Okay. There you go.
Prince Tyrion, now is the perfect time. Good.
So select Tyrion.
Issue an order to engage the enemy.
And let's engage the Druki.
They are scattered, and battle is upon you.
There we go.
Prince
So
Tyrion.
even forces.
Have your host
They've
sharpen
got
their swords,
Seraph
toughen their armor,
and 3
prepare
Dread
for
Spears. We of
bloodshed.
course with Tyrion and 3 normal Spearman units. So
Hunger.
let's give this battle a fight. Again, probably skip this part and get us straight to the battle. Okay,
Fellow Asya, hear my
battle
words.
time.
Yet again, the Druki come at us, a never-ending tide of war. But Ulthuan's cliffs are strong. Its shores refuse to be washed away by the waves of our hated kin. Today we must guard
Tyrion looks pretty awesome, to be honest. Look at that,
you.
you wouldn't mess with him.
Their waves will break upon
Got hair in
us.
my eye.
Turn back the flood. For Ulthuan. For the Phoenix King. For
Okay.
Asyria.
Look at the scenery. I mean, the graphics in this are really quite impressive. They've definitely advanced since the first Warhammer Total War game. So first the camera needs to go to here.
Your presence on the field inspires the elves you command, Prince Tyrion. Under your leadership, your warriors will advance with great confidence into battle. Wield your influence wisely.
Nice. So there's one down. Next, let's go check out the units.
Your elves stand ready for battle, Prince
They're
Tyrion.
pretty cool.
Each one has sworn an oath to drive the Druki enemy from Ulthuan.
Nice.
To die trying.
They look quite impressive. High Elves quite, you know, sort of regimented. A lot of sort of like an order to them.
The hills and valleys of this place conceal the enemy's whereabouts, my lord. This hilltop should afford a good view over the surrounding area.
Okay. So I'm guessing we get to that hilltop.
The time has come to advance, my lord. First, select your own unit in order to rejoin your forces.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Shift them
Now
over here.
issue a move order towards your army. The troops are assembled and await your arrival. Excellent.
Okay, here we go.
Amongst your warriors, mighty lord.
Tyrion marches over to his army.
To fight harder.
There's not that many troops though, to be honest. It could be quite a tight battle, this.
Come to advance your warriors, my lord. Select your whole army so that the order may be given to all.
And then I'm guessing...
Now order your army forward, my lord. Let us crest this ridge and find where the enemy
Let's
lies.
get ourselves onto this ridge, spread out,
Excellent.
and have a look.
Your army advance in search of the enemy, my lord.
Let's have a look at what they look like close up. I love doing this in these Total War games, like zooming straight in.
Remember always that orders are issued only to units currently selected.
I mean, to be fair, if you had that running at you, you know, you'd be kind of like... It would make you a little bit nervous. Got beastly shields on them. I'm interested to know the differences between the High Elves and the Dark Elves as well in terms of the weaponry that they've got and the units, because the units should be quite similar, as you've already seen with the spearmen where you've got and the spearmen that they've got as well. So they could be like really evenly matched battles against the Dark Elves. Again, the attention to detail in this game is really cool. I like the depth of field option as well that I've got switched on. I think the depth of field really makes it look... I mean, the distance of that mountain over there... Sorry, the view of that mountain over there in the distance. That looks... Oh, okay, we've got some enemy movement.
The enemy come into sight, my lord. We have caught them by surprise. Advance quickly before they can retreat.
Okay, you want some?
We will never be slaves to the Witch King's will.
Here we go.
Going forth.
Okay. So like I said, force is pretty even.
The Druki intend to give battle, Prince Tyrion. Send your elven warriors into
3
attack.
groups of spearmen
Show
on
the
each
enemy
side.
no mercy.
And a general each. I'm kind of thinking to just go, you know, go all in and just run straight at them with Tyrion.
For each of your units when attacking, my lord.
Alright, so let's go. These guys there, these guys there, these guys there. Tyrion, take it one-on-one. Oh, they're going for it as well. Oh, look at this. She's coming straight in there. Oh, wow. It's an intense clash. Jeez, these guys are going for it. Look at this. How's the overall battle going here so far? Can't see any casualties yet on either side. We got any casualties? Literally, oh there's one. Yeah, we got a dead Dark Elf there, and some others. Okay, this side's taking quite a few losses. Looks like we've got a couple of casualties as well. What's happening with Tyrion in the general? Oh, Tyrion's actually on lower health of the two. Ah, okay, so I tell you what, it's a good job our spearmen outdid their spearmen then, because Tyrion was in a little bit of trouble. So, oh, hang on.
The Druki re-enter the field.
Oh, right, okay.
In great numbers.
Oh, bloody hell.
Asur are brave, but this shall be a stern test.
It will. So they've just turned up with another lord now and like a whole host of units.
Move quickly to defend this ridge, my lord. The trees will grant your warriors cover, while the slope will provide them an advantage in combat.
Okay. So we've got to get over to that hill fairly quickly to position ourselves for this next attack. The first lot of Dark Elves have run off. So I'm thinking we should probably just take up position on the ridge like that. So yeah, so we've obviously got the 3 units of spearmen here. Didn't have many casualties that first battle. Oh, hang on. What's this? Reinforcements.
Allied forces approach Tyrion. See that
Oh, we got some bowmen.
carry bows. They will be able to rain arrows upon the Druki.
Right, okay, so yeah, so the bowmen are going to be really useful for putting on top of that ridge where it's just asked us to move all the rest of the troops to. So what we should be able to do, so if we just select these guys and just pop them over here for now, I think what we will do is take these archers, get them at the highest up point and have them lined up there. So normally when I'm playing Total War, I'll go for units, yeah, perfect example, units such as these spearmen here, quite a steady defensive line, just have them in front of any missile units or the archers, as I'm going to look to do here, with Tyrion sitting just behind them to reinforce if he needs to storm in and get a charge on the enemy. It's a shame there's no fast forward button yet for this. Okay, yeah, so, but I mean, like I said, I think this is just like the learning experience for the game at this point. Nothing too serious. Gives us a good feel as to okay, how the game's going to work.
Cover the flank of the next. Do not let the enemy attack the sides of your formation or break through to the rear.
Okay, so we're nearly in position.
Excellent, my lord. The ridge is yours. Move your infantry out to block the pass and await the enemy's arrival. Do not be tempted out of position. Forest cloaks us.
I'm definitely not going to be tempted out of position because the position we've got here is great. I mean, we could even probably shoot from up here with the archers if we need to. We can always pull them back, I guess, into the woods if things start to go south. Okay, perfect. Right, so we've got the archers ready there. I think we should probably get one load of spearmen there and probably another load here, just acting as reinforcements to box them in. Tyrion can go here in the middle, just to provide a bit of backup. I'm guessing that the enemy are just going to crash straight for the front line there. Let's move these guys forwards a little bit. So that yellow cone that you're seeing there is obviously the range, how far the archers can shoot. All of the range units in Total War games recently get these cones, so you can see exactly where they can fire. So what we should notice, if we hover over each, we've got the 2 different cones, and as soon as this Dark Elf unit enters the first cone, chances are they're going to come under fire. Yep, there we go. So they got a volley of arrows coming down on them. They didn't take any casualties. So yeah, but I'm guessing they're quite well armoured. So obviously that they're not taking too many casualties at this point. Got both units of archers firing on them now. Oh, enemies firing back on us with theirs. So we should probably switch targets and get one load of archers shooting each one of their units as well at the back. I mean, if we can come out favourably against their range units in the range-to-range battle, we can then obviously turn the archers' attention to their main units.
Upon you, my lord. Be sure to make your presence felt in the coming battle. You have many abilities.
Okay, so if we select the Lord, he has this ability here. Giving everyone melee defense. Oh, nice. Yeah, everyone gets melee defense bonus and extra leadership.
Battle has been joined, my lord. Order your
So their range units are taking a bit of a hammer in there at the back. Tyrion's not up to much at the moment. I'm thinking these guys need reinforcing here. Let's push up and just boost that back line. Give them some more reinforcements. There we go. These spearmen over here can go for the enemy hero. And just provide them with more numbers. I think Tyrion will actually also get him involved in taking on the Dark Elf Lord. I mean, yeah, she can deal, as you can see, she can deal a hell of a lot of damage. I think Tyrion will even things out a bit now. There we go. Go on, Tyrion, start giving us something. There we go. So they're ranged units. I mean, yeah, they've lost quite a few, as you can see there. Corpses on the floor. If we fire a bit longer, you'll probably notice that they'll start to withdraw. Oh, hello. Okay, so now we've got some cavalry, so this is an absolute game changer. Here we go. Right. I want to switch the bow's attention to there for now, because I don't want them taking out any of our own cavalry. These guys can just mop up. So as you can see, you're going to get some cavalry crashing into there. We'll get the second lot crashing into here, and this will really shake up the enemy now with them being attacked from both sides. So like you can see, we've got the front covered, we've got the back coming in, and they're going to crash through. Here we go. Look at that. Wow. They took an absolute battering then from that. Lords are still fighting over here. Ah, okay, yeah, look at that. Tyrion's got that nailed. Who's he fighting or something? Fascia? Fascia. So Tyrion is beating the crap out of Fascia. Enemy morale is starting to drop a bit. We'll use the boost again, I think, for now. Enemy general is going to die shortly. Hang on, let's carry on firing at their guys at the back, because they are still taking a few cheeky shots at us from there. I mean, yeah, the cavalry here are just owning this section of the battlefield. Look at this, they've got no chance, the Dark Elves. I think they're starting to retreat as well. Let's get these guys stuck in now. Let's get everyone stuck in. Go on, lads. There we go, Archer's tearing them a new one as well. Probably killing a few of our own troops, but hey. There we go. So that's the first battle out of the way. I'd say we won that quite comfortably. Yeah, nice little tutorial. Graphics are really cool. Game feels really smooth to play. FPS is okay. I haven't noticed too many problems with that just yet. This game does give, it's got either a DirectX 11 or a DirectX 12 beta mode for DirectX 12. I'm using DirectX 11 at the moment purely because when I experimented in the past with DirectX 11-12 differences in the first Total War Warhammer, DirectX 12 actually gave less FPS. But I've got a new graphics card now, which is a 1080, and I think 1080 do work quite well with DirectX 12. They've got, is it async or something, that a type of technology that cards need to do better with DX12, so yeah. I'll bring it back in when we're on the map then. Okay, so back on the map. Wiped out that first load of Dark Elves. They're gone. We did take a few casualties, which we can totally cancel out with this, or we can give our units more experience, or we can go for the funds. I'm thinking we should probably Yeah, let's get our casualties replenished.
Your forces are weary from battle,
Ancestors be
yet they still
praised.
retain some strength to mount. The distance your army can still move is shown around it, my lord. Plan your movements wisely, for your armies cannot defend.
I suppose the question now is, do we just go and secure Lothern, or do we push over here? I guess we should probably look to secure Lothern.
They still threaten your capital, Prince Tyrion. Move now to block the route from the south and close off the possibility of attack.
Okay.
Very well.
Good. Your army now blocks the approach to your capital. Any attack by the enemy will need to get by you first. See for your... Mordasa stand ready to take up arms in the name of the Phoenix King. Recruit them now, and they will be ready
Right,
to fight.
let's
in the
recruit
battles
some
to
new
come.
units. Probably get some... maybe a
We
couple more
assure a
spearmen,
triumph.
a couple more
Excellent
archers.
choices, my lord.
Okay, we got 3.
Be aware that the recruits will take time to train.
Okay, so we've trained some more units now, got them on the way. What next?
Of course, be aware that armed forces cost currency to
Yeah.
build and maintain.
Currency meter up there.
Be sure
That's
to
the amount of
keep
income we're going to get
watch
each
on your
turn.
finances.
Skip that
Let
bit
us
out.
review what destruction the Druki have wrought on your territory. my
Yep,
prince.
let's have a look.
Select Lofen to inspect your province. The province surrounding your capital is shown here, my lord.
That whole
The
area
province
there.
may contain many cities, each exerting authority over the territory. Cities within the local province are shown here, my
Down
lord,
there. Okay.
along with any facilities they contain.
Yep, buildings within.
Shown also are those cities in the province that were lost to the enemy.
Yep.
A reminder of the need to reclaim them, my lord.
Yes, and reclaim them we shall.
Your capital and the buildings it contains are shown here.
Okay,
Here
we
we may see the state of the province.
we
that
can
surrounds
upgrade
your
our capital as well.
Be
So I'm just going to skip
aware
over a
that
few of
there
these
is
tips.
considerable unrest. Public order is suffering.
I like that they've done this with the game though, and they've given the tutorial as part of the campaign with this sort of like overlay. I think that's pretty cool.
Taxes are raised through them.
Let's get that other building done.
There is nothing more you can do for now, my lord. Let us await.
And there we go. End turn, first turn over with. So let's see what happens. So we've got some... oh,
The enemy opt to attack your position, my lord.
okay.
Ready your forces. For
Yeah,
battles
so we've got
upon you
some
once more.
Dark Elves moving in, going for our capital city of Lothern. Obviously, we can't let them get there, and if we take out this unit, that leaves the city that they just came from completely unprotected, so we might be able to steal it back from the Dark Elves. So let's get involved in this battle, see how this one goes, and see if they can clear out the way to their city they've come from. Turn the tables on the Dark Elves and see if we can pinch that back. Okay, and the battle is now about to begin.
Your forces are ready to deploy for the coming engagement. They may be positioned anywhere within the area shown.
Okay, right, so,
Always survey the terrain prior to battle.
yeah, got it. Terrain, noted.
This forest may be used to conceal your forces.
Yep, forest, noted. Okay, so we're going to deploy the cavalry in the forest, apparently. Quite see how that's going to help, but yeah, okay.
Good. Your troops are now hidden from enemy sight, as you can see.
Yep, so they're hidden, they've got the little eye mark above them. Got that too.
Pay attention to your unit cards, my lord, for they indicate the status of your troops.
Okay, yep, so
Be mindful of your army.
health, rank,
Success on the
ammo.
battlefield depends upon it. This ridge will afford your troops an edge in the coming battle, my lord. Place the rest of your troops close by and claim its forward slopes once battle begins.
Okay, let's pop these guys here.
Good. Your troops are ready, my lord.
Okay. Hang on, let me just change the formation. I just want to get the spearmen at the front with the archers behind them, with Tyrion at the back. So let them start the battle and then push them forward straight away, like this.
Enemy enter the field. Advance and claim the hilltop, my lord.
Okay, so what I'm going to look to do here is draw in the enemy forces to this area. Obviously, they don't know that the cavalry are still over there. Oh, hang on, we're taking fire already. What the heck is that coming from? Oh, okay, so they've got a siege unit. Okay, so because they've got that siege unit or the artillery, I'm going to move.
The enemy field artillery against you.
I'm going to move the cavalry round to the back, see if we can take out this bolt thrower. So I'm going to push one cavalry unit over there. The next cavalry unit's just going to push to the edge of the woods here to get ready to take them from the side.
Be sure to have your troops arranged for battle. Employ all that you have learned.
These guys, pop them there.
Missiles, pin them with infantry, then hit them in the flanks.
Archers are going to return fire on their archers. We need to return fire because we're taking a bit of damage there. There we go. Right, once you've got a bit of distance between them, in fact, let's just go for it now. Second cavalry unit's going to come out now and look to go for their archers. We've got the spearmen engaged with their spearmen, so that's 3 on 3, that's fairly even. Let's now go for it with the cavalry. Right, the cavalry can probably actually go for their swordsmen with the archers shooting their lord. There we go, cavalry's gone to their bolt throw over here now. Yeah, this is going to be an absolute massacre. You can see their bolt throw is done for. And then the cavalry, once they've taken that out, can go grab these dark shards over there. And now we've got the pincer movement going on, where we've got the main line of forces here in front of them, with another wave coming in from the back. And there, we're going to flank them, and we should outdo them with fairly few casualties. If this all goes to plan. Archers aren't really doing any damage there to that Kalek person. No, I think I'll probably leave them firing. They're doing a little bit. What I am going to do is to get Tyrion involved. And let's smash the back of them. Cavalry doing good against their infantry over there, so this is probably the side that I need to focus on now. That's a fairly 50-50 battle there as well, to be honest, so Tyrion's going to get stuck in here, I think. Cavalry can work on this part. Here we go. Boom. Absolutely nailed her. Alright, let's have a look at the morale of that unit. It should have gone down. Yeah, so the little white bar at the bottom has gone down after that charge. Oh, they have had a special ability used on them though by their leader. Guessing that gives them a boost. Yeah, Tyrion's already started to make a big difference over here as well against these guys. Yeah, Tyrion's just ripping through them. Look at that. Look at that cheek guy try and get a little cheeky smash on Tyrion in. It's not happening. Alright, that sword unit here is nearly done for. I mean, they're a goner. I'm thinking we now back up that cavalry unit with the second unit. Not quite the right angle to charge, but should help out nonetheless. There we go. Yeah. Game over for them now. So I think we had some decent tactics there. We used the archers quite sensibly, and they didn't really take any damage during the fight. And I think we used the cavalry quite well as well, with them like smashing through and coming from like behind the enemy to flank them from the back. So yeah, another successful battle. That's 2 battles so far for Tyrion, a relatively inexperienced general at this point, but he's hopefully going to level up and learn some new skills now off the back of that. And like I mentioned before, that should have now paved the way for us to reclaim that city from the Dark Elves, and that they actually sent those units from. So let's see if we can get back to doing that now. Okay, and we're back on the world map now. Victory, with an extra 431 gold as a result. I think again, as you can see, when I hover over here, the forced labour, our units are replenished by 15% less casualties. So where you've got the little, I suppose the blank meters there, that's where you've lost units. Obviously I can use this and not lose as many units. I'm not that bothered by gold or experience at the minute, so we'll go for units being replenished. So their army have now backed back off over to Glittering Tower. We've got the Dark Elf cult reinforcing the Tower of Lycian up there, which is somewhere we're going to eventually have to push for. Right, okay.
rumors within the occupied cities suggest that the Druki are on the hunt for ancient scrolls of power. I am no sorcerer.
Defender of Ulthuan. Capture and occupy a settlement belonging to the Cult of Excess. And us having defeated that army clearly paves the way for that to happen here. So, yeah. Let's counter-attack.
For my queen.
Okay, again, we could auto-resolve this because the balance of power is quite strongly in our favour. Oh, nice. We get a bolt thrower and a phoenix to use. Oh, cool. A load more spearmen as well. That's pretty good. And what do they have? Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go for this. We'll fight this one manually. Just because obviously I'm playing with all of yourselves. It'd be a bit boring if I just auto-resolve every battle. I do normally auto-resolve quite a few when playing through the campaign, but obviously for the first hour playthrough of High Elves and for the other races, it'd be cool if get used to the units and actually use them. Plus, there's no way with a Phoenix and a Bolt Thrower I'm auto-resolving that. I really want to use this Phoenix and see how strong it is. Yeah, I should have read about it. I should have read about what its specialities are then. You know how some units are better against anti-infantry, anti-large. Yeah, I'm guessing that one's... I don't know, I'm guessing it'd probably be good against cavalry, maybe. But we will have to see. So, yeah, I'll see you in a second when the battle starts. Okay, and we're ready for the battle. It looks as though our enemy reinforcements are arriving from the back corner over there, which doesn't pose too much of a problem for us. What would be a nightmare is sometimes in these battles where the enemies get reinforcements, their reinforcement point can actually be behind you over here, which, yeah, that can be pretty bad. Struggled with that in the past. But yeah, this looks like relatively standard battlefield really map to be going on. The city looks pretty cool there in the distance, and I'm loving the sort of that cool Winds of Magic effects over there as well. That's pretty ace. Now I suppose it's just a question of where we put the units. So we just quickly arrange the units. I'm going to play this quite boring, and I'm going to go for a line of spearmen at the front. I'm going to go with 3 archers units, sort of just spaced out among the spearmen. Bolt thrower, I think, can go here, the back. Hopefully it won't hit our units in the way. We'll go for the Phoenix there. And then a Tyrion can actually cover here, and we'll go for cavalry unit there and a cavalry unit there, and let's go. Right, let's see if the bolt thrower actually goes yet. Can it see them? Oh no, it can. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Nice. Took out a few of their units there. So their commander unit, are these actually the Bleak Swords? They don't have, sometimes when you have a battle and they don't have a lord, just one of the units becomes their general. I think it's just like luck. If you can take out one of them that happens to be the one that was chosen to be the general, then you're good. You've got it. Archers are probably going to also be able to start firing soon. Yeah. So we're just looking to do as much damage as we can to their leading unit first of all. Yeah, the bolt throw is doing its work. They're dropping like flies now. Look at the Phoenix there in the distance. Imagine seeing that running towards him. You're like, yeah, we're a bunch of foot soldiers and we're going to fight that thing. You're like, shit. Are they running away? Oh, are they charging us? I didn't know if they were running away or charging us then. I think... Are they charging? No, they're routing. Oh, that's the enemy general screwed then. Got a bunch of spearmen coming in now for a fight against our spearmen. Well, these guys just hold their ground. Hold your ground, hold your ground. Right, there we go. Now... But yeah, bolt thrower should probably start going for their archer units actually. Our archers can do the same. Oh, cavalry's getting a bit hammered there, so they can go in. These archers can also fire on them. I don't know whether the cavalry's going to be enough actually to take out both of their units there. Actually, no, cavalry against sword infantry, we should be good. If they were spearmen, I'd be quite worried because cavalry are pretty weak against spearmen, but that's okay. Their unit's still taking a decent amount of damage from our missile units. Once we've routed these few enemy units here, we can literally just turn all ranged attention to their group of reinforcements coming in from the back. I think we're going to send the Phoenix in on these bleak swords. Just to speed up the process of getting these guys to rout over here. I mean, I don't know what they're doing. They must be suicidal. We'll just let that play out, I think. Here goes the Phoenix. Whoa! Jeez. Look at it go. Bloody hell. Are they routing already? Yeah. I don't blame them. That Phoenix is an absolute unit. Bloody hell. Look at him go. They've got no chance, have they? Right. Where are you going? What the heck are they doing? Oh yeah, they're running after that unit that we put them on. Right, bolt thrower can now focus on these dread spears. As can our archers there. Yeah, they're already on it. Looks like they've received another one of those buffs. Are we good now over here? Are they... yeah. Right. Cavalry and Phoenix can reinforce the side. Good with archers at the moment. They're spearmen, so we want to try and keep our cavalry and Phoenix away from their spearmen. Oh, in fact, you know what? Cavalry can go and finish those off there. They've decided they want to come back in for. In fact, this is going to be a massacre. Here we go. Absolutely smashed. Yeah, they had no chance. How things going here. Bolt throw's doing its job, but could potentially go for the dark shards over there. Yeah, spearmen, come in. Cavalry and Phoenix, come in. And these guys can also come in. I just want to absolutely swarm this last group of spearmen because that's the strongest enemy unit they've got left, I think. Yeah, numbers wise and morale, so we really want to smash them. Cavalry should definitely take care of a big portion of that, as we'll see in a sec. Yeah, there we go. They're gonna, yeah, they're routing now. So I mean, barely any losses. I think that fight. That's probably the best battle that we've had yet in terms of how we've performed. I think the tactics were pretty spot on there. We do want to just carry on killing as many of these units as we can. Get another cavalry unit to come in now, and they can have a little bit of fun as well. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. You didn't really have to do anything in this battle, but hey, be proud of you, mates. You lot can get all the beers for this lot tonight, actually, to celebrate. Yeah, look at them. It's getting massacred now. This is it's absolutely swamped. Yeah, they're just dropping like flies now. Okay, so let's call this a day. I'd say pretty good success. We've now got the city there in the distance, all to ourselves. So let's go back to the map, claim the city, and yeah, see what that gives us. Okay, here we go. Decisive victory that we got for that one. And we've got some more gold. Level up as well for Tyrion. We now get to choose what to do with the settlement, so we can occupy it, loot and occupy it, sack it or raise it. And we want to keep this for ourselves, so we're going to occupy this. And we've now taken over the city, so we should complete that little mini quest that we got to take over one of the cities from the cult. Obviously, Kalik, the enemy perished. Yeah, there's the reward we get for taking a settlement from the Cult of Excess.
The Druki seek to hold our cities while they pick them clean of arcane relics and scrolls. The puppets of the Witch King must be driven out.
Okay, so now we have to go for the province. So we have to go for the Tower of Lycian over there and see if we can claim that back. Took a few casualties, but shouldn't be too bad. So yeah, I'm guessing that we maybe heal up for a turn. Get, I don't know. Do we get any more units?
Shield against
I mean,
darkness.
yeah, we can get maybe. Let's get 2 archers and a spearman. Just because we can get all 3 of those in one turn. We also need to build something here at the Glittering Tower. Maybe. Actually, yeah, maybe they need a garrison for this. What should I go with? I don't know what to go with here. Nothing. We'll wait till we can upgrade that, I think, actually, and the turn for now. Oh yeah, so Tyrion's got a skill point, so obviously we get the skill tree open now for Tyrion. So you've usually got different routes you can go with this. Down the bottom here, you get all of your sort of like campaign related boosts, I'd say. So whether that's more campaign movement, public order, you usually got things like low recruitment cost, percentage chance of hero actions, etc. All of your combat abilities tend to be along this one, where you actually directly boost your stats on here. And these are sort of aura and leadership effects that you get along here, strengthening the troops within the sort of the group that you command at the time. I think with Tyrion, I want to make Tyrion like a combat specialist if I look to carry on with this campaign. So I think we'll start with swordplay and just getting some extra damage and bits there. And then we'd probably look to get him some extra melee defense and some melee attack and work on those 2 things next. But that's it now. That's all we can do at the end of this turn. We really want to start aiming towards the Tower of Lycian. I'm partly worried though that because they're a Dark Elf cult, they'll end up pissing off all the other High Elves, and that one of the other High Elves will take over one of these places before I get the chance to go there myself. I mean, okay, there we go. If I just move over here, okay, so it's garrisoned. Black Ark Corsairs. Okay, it looks like they're like the enemy's got a specialist unit, I think there. I think we can end the turn again, and then on the next one we've got this. We've got the Tower of Lycian, or at least we're going to get the big battle done, and we're going to take control of our first province.
You count amongst your Asurkin some of the finest minds in all creation.
Technologies and buildings. Can we do anything with the technologies at all yet?
Court is a hotbed of intrigue, and there are those who will try to use current events.
Maintain at least 10 public order in the following provinces. Okay, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Okay. We can upgrade this. I'm thinking that we should probably just focus on getting units from Lothern and making sure that we can get lots of combat units if we need them. So I think I'll just get those 2 buildings done for now. Is it worth getting some more income, do you think, from this? Probably. Or do we go for defences? Yeah, we should probably wait for defences, I think. However, we can start the siege now on this place. And actually, if they've got no walls, we don't even need to siege. Okay. Okay. So this is going to be the biggest battle so far, possibly the last battle of our first hour of playing through with High Elves. And we've got, yeah, so it's going to be a good battle. We've got a proper enemy lord. We're taking on a city. They've got a decent number of units themselves. Yeah, they definitely have a decent number of units. We should have this though. We should have the edge with extra range units and cavalry, but we'll find out. So I'm going to start this battle, and I'll bring you back in when we're on the battlefield, and we'll take it from there and see how it goes. See how we can get set up and position the troops on the map. So yeah, I'll see you again in a couple of seconds. Okay, here we are, folks. Here is the battlefield that we are about to fight on. Bumpy terrain. It's going to be difficult to know where to position the archers and whatnot. Obviously, there's the city that we're going for, the Tower of Lycian. I'm guessing, I don't know, is that the tower? No, I'm guessing that's the tower over there in the distance with the little swirly bits around it. So there is the Tower of Lycian. And we need to take it. So, time to set up our forces. Okay, let's see. pop everyone at the back. Again, I'm going to go for a straight row of spearmen here, protecting our archers, who'll have the higher ground. The bolt thrower. Do you know, I think I'm going to pop the bolt. I'm going to take a risk. I'm getting the bolt thrower over here with our cavalry units behind it, and Tyrion there, and our Phoenix there. So I'm almost going to split this army into two. They can push in from one side with the bolt thrower covering them. Spearmen can march in with the archers behind them if they need to on that side. The enemy does have some special units as well, so I just don't want everyone spaced too closely together. Right, let's see how we go. Just pause the battle a second, so I can take a good look at what they've got here. So what's this? Black Ark Corsairs, dual sword infantry. I'm guessing that they are an anti-infantry unit and are pretty powerful. They've only got one of them, I think, in their squad, so yeah, they're going to be the ones to take out. I think we're going to need to get rid of them as soon as we can. Let's set the bolt thrower to work on them first of all. I mean, even if the bolt thrower misses, it should... This is what I like, when the enemy's grouped up really close like this and you've got some good artillery units, you can use them to really good effect. Okay, I'm just going to pull back with these spearmen. Don't like how this is headed. I'm going to move these two spearmen units in, box them like that, get the archers in behind them. Just want to make sure that we're like sort of, I suppose, arranged in the most efficient way to cope with this. Again, I'm just going to go for the tactic of whittling down their melee attackers as much as possible with our ranged units. This is going to be an issue over here. This is going to be an issue. Cavalry's going to have to go in. Yeah, cavalry's going to have to. This cavalry unit's going to go around the side. Phoenix is going to go in. Tyrion's going to stay guarding the bolt. We might lose our cavalry unit here. Spearmen go. Spearmen go. Cavalry go after these guys. Bolt thrower can go after the dark shards. Oh, come on, cavalry, you can do it. Hold out a little while. The ranged units are going to get annihilated by our cavalry at the back, so this is good for us here. I'm just worried about this cavalry unit. They're against two spear units here. This isn't good. I mean, I don't even know whether to get Tyrion involved or not. No, bolt throwers can just stop here. In fact, no, can they? Do you know? Can they go for these guys? So yeah, 'cause if they can, let's just do that. Oh, hang on. Our cavalry unit's taking a bit of a beating now over here. What are these guys doing? What are they doing? Why are they wandering off? Just get back. That was really silly exposing our cavalry like this. I mean, we've nearly lost the whole unit over there. The Phoenix is struggling slightly as well. Let's just get our range units going on their range units now. Okay, so we can reinforce our cavalry with some spearmen from the back, which should help. Come on, guys, you can do it. Stay alive, stay alive. That's it, flank them from behind. Nice. There we go. Phoenix and Tyrion, how are you getting on against these dudes? Okay, they're not doing too badly. Oh, we're definitely going to lose those units there. I think we've got this battle because of how well set up this area of the battlefield is over here. The rest of it's not good though, is it? Yeah, we're down, we're pulling back, we're pulling back. We need to pull back onto the hill over here. Now, like quickly. Our cavalry unit has got the bolt thrower covered to a certain extent. I really hope that they all push over to our side and leave just the spearmen, because this could be bad. In fact, we're going to have to go for it again. We're going to have to charge these spear units here. There we go, taking them down in health a little bit, I suppose. What's now? Whoa, 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 Tyrion, what are you doing? Get out of there! Need some spearmen reinforcements. What are these guys doing as well? Do you know what? Our army's crazy. In fact, just take all of those out. Okay, fine. Tyrion, go for it. Bring the... No, wait. Oh, yeah, actually. Let's get the Phoenix and some other spearmen in with Tyrion. What's happening over here? Oh, this isn't good. Oh, this isn't good. Run! Run, bolt thrower! Right. Every single archery unit now fire on the enemy general. Tyrion, Phoenix, you two. Enemy general. Spearmen, go for there, guys. Yeah, we're just, yeah. Hang on. Oh, it's a bolt thrower. Run, for God's sake. Actually, the bolt thrower could be saved here by these last few cavalry units. This would be epic if they are. Ah, oh, go on, please save them. Go on, save the bolt thrower. They have. They just routed their unit. There we go. Yes! So we've took a load of casualties, spearman wise. Their general's still going. Nice. Quite a successful battle, that, I'd say. In fact, if we can kill their general with our archers before he leaves the field, that would be pretty cool. Can we get the general with our cavalry? I really don't want to let him live. Then if we can kill him, that's him done for then, which will make taking the city a lot easier if we haven't already. Yes, go on, his health's getting low. Archers are doing a good job. I don't think we're going to be able to catch him in time, unfortunately. No, we're not, are we? And our cavalry are getting distracted by these guys. Come on, you can do it. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Get him. Yeah, he's flagging. Look, he's well out of breath. Come on, guys, you can do this. Take him out. How are you not running that much quicker than he is? Come on. I know you're tired, but this is it. This is to take out the enemy general here. Get him. Yes, guys. Now, smash him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Don't let him escape. He's nearly at the edge. Come on, you can do this. Come on, guys. I believe in you. Nice. Oh, no. Oh, this is going to be so close. Going to be close. No, he escaped. Oh, so close. So close. Okay, let's see what happens now anyway. So, yeah. Big battle. We lost 433 units. They lost, I mean, what's that? They lost 980, 997. So, yeah, I think we smashed them. We've got 888 left. You can see, I don't think we actually fully lost any units. I think, yeah, although some of them have got a load of casualties, I think they're all still going to be intact. We don't have to replace any with reinforcements. That said, the enemy also kept a fair few of these units. They didn't all die. They got battered, but they weren't so bad. So I don't think we'd have wiped out the enemy army. They'll probably just retreat. But we should still be able to grab the city, which would be great. So we'll see if we get the city done. High Elves feel quite... like really organised to play with. I think it's sort of like, I don't know, if you had maybe like Rome Total War, they feel very Roman, very structured with the shields and swords, and holding their line and letting the archers fire over the top and things. So yeah, I like playing with the High Elves. I'd like to see more of their special units and their monsters, and to see what else they have to offer there, because using the Phoenix and the Bolt Thrower is really cool. Bolt Throwers, I think, are going to be a really vital piece of equipment for anyone that plays as High Elves. And I also would like to see some more of the specialist melee units that we haven't yet tapped into with the High Elves, like the White Lions or the Sword Masters. So yeah, I suppose we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But for now, we want to see whether we can finally take control of that first province and have our first High Elf province. Can we do it? Or will we have to fight again? I mean, it shouldn't be a problem if you have to fight again, but I'd rather just take it now, I think. And yeah, get our bonuses then for holding the whole area. Okay, back on the main map. Here it is, victory. Got a ton of gold for that one. So we did kill all of their army actually in the end. We got a banner. Speed and combat penalties caused by trainer ignored, so we can give a unit a banner in fights from now on. Oh, we can. We've got it.
Sunfang hungers.
Yep, so we've got the Tower of Lissing now as well. Ranger standing grants being okay, cool. And there's our reward for the provincial control.
Your forces have secured the province, my lord. Any contesting claim to this territory has been eliminated.
So because now we've got control of the province, we can issue a commandment here, which gives you a bonus across the whole province. So, I reckon we should go for this for now. Get some more growth and some construction costs down so that we can look to get a bit bigger. But yeah, there we go. So I'm thinking that as soon as we've secured the province, we've unlocked a rite which we can now perform apparently as well, which are enabled here. So it looks like rites is something they've introduced with this game as well, that give you temporary bonuses. Yep, 10 turns for this set of bonuses with that payment and having a cooldown. So I'll have to check those out as we go on in the game. Yeah, pretty enjoyable playing with High Elves, to be honest. But I know that it's going to be tailored to make it a little bit easier for you, as obviously we're still in the tutorial phase. But yeah, essentially that's it for the first hour of High Elves. I'm guessing as time goes by, you'll have to obviously try and take over probably the whole of that island and claim it all as your own before you move on then to these 1, 2, 3. So you can see here how they've broken it up by races. So I'm guessing you're going to have one race there, one race there, one race there, and one there. So one in each corner of the world. So yeah, I guess we'd look to conquer the island next. But yeah, thanks very much for tuning in. If you want to see some more of these Warhammer Total War 2 videos, please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing the first hour of the other races now as well, and getting those added onto YouTube. Also, please thumbs up if you've enjoyed what you see. And most of all, I would be so appreciative of any shares on social media if you enjoy the videos as well. Seriously, just much love for that. But yeah, thanks all for watching, and until next time, have a great day, and I'll see you again soon for the next episode. Bye bye.